Hey everybody, it's Decap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of March 30th. As always, we'll get started off with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Fortified, Sanguine, Quaking, and Prideful. Again, that's Fortified, Sanguine, Quaking, and Prideful. So, we had a really rough week last week. This week, Fortified with Sanguine can be an issue for some groups, but the Quaking is, mostly a non-factor. So, a medium week at worst. If you went easy, medium, hard, I guess medium would be the worst. It's also not tyrannical, which most people really dislike tyrannical. They prefer fortified, so it might even be more borderline easy than medium. So not too bad Mythic Plus affixes for the week. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the rest of the game this week. This week's weekly event is the Pet Battle bonus event. I always say this is very niche. There are people who enjoy this, though, believe it or not. I meet these people online, and they enjoy this. So it's not for me, but if you do wanted to ever get into pet battles, this would be the week to start. We have PvP Brawl Classic Asheran going on this week. I suppose Classic Asheran is better than current Asheran, but again, nothing too tremendous there as far as weekly events. However, we do have a couple things that are at least somewhat interesting coming up this week. As we get into April, we'll have the Darkmoon Faire starting out. As always, this is nice. If you're leveling alts like me, that's nice. If you just want to grind rep, it's nice. And if you just need help getting your professions over the top, free 5 skill points in a profession can also be quite nice. Mounts, achievements, pets, all kinds of stuff to do with the Darkmoon Faire. I don't expect it to be expanded upon in this expansion with them working from home and content being late on delivery already. But hopefully, before this game is done, they revamp the fair and add even more stuff to it, because it's actually a pretty cool thing in the game that a lot of people don't even know about or have ever even participated in. We have the March of the Tadpoles going on. Now, this is just a little mini event. This is one I always tell you. I have videos on a lot of these little events, and ones I don't have videos on are because they're kind of pointless. So this one is kind of silly. I guess maybe you could participate in it and go also get your Murloc, your secret Murloc pet thing that came out towards the end of BFA. I have a video on how to get that. I can't remember its name off the top of my head, but this is kind of along those lines, kind of near there, dealing with the Murlocs. And then we also have Noblegarden going on. So this is the Easter holiday in World of Warcraft. Just obviously it's not called Easter because it's for all denominations, but this is going on. Now, what's cool about this event, actually, and I guess I shouldn't say this if I don't know for sure it's happening, but I imagine it would be, is wowhead does an event where they hide Easter eggs on their website during this, and it's actually really cool. I actually participated in pretty much every year, and some of them are really hard, actually, like really hard clues, and you use those clues to then figure out. So it'll be like an obscure reference to something, and you go, what could that mean? And let's say the answer is Uther or something, right? So you go to Uther's wowhead page, and there'll be an Easter egg on it, and you click it, and then you get that egg in your basket. You get all the eggs. You have a chance to win a prize, something like that. It's actually really cool. It's something I look forward to every year. Honestly, I like riddles. I like puzzles and hard things like that. And last year they're actually pretty hard, and that's why I enjoy it. If you don't like that, then you won't like it. You might like the finding aspect of it, the search aspect, but if you don't like it being a bit hard, and you might not be able to get some of the answers without a lot of work or help or something, then it might not be for you. But it's actually pretty cool. So you can just go to Wowhead's site and check that out. I imagine starting when Noblegarden starts on the 5th. So I imagine that's when it starts. Other than that, Guild did get Mythic Sludgefist down, so we are not extending. And frankly, maybe I'll do a video on this, but it is looking like the patch will not be in June. If you didn't know, like the normal time the patch would come out, 9.1 would come out, would be early June. That would be during normal circumstances. However, everybody's working from home still at Blizzard. Everything's behind. I'm very understanding of that. I know some people are not understanding of that. So it's actually probably going to be even later. So we probably actually have even more time to get our cutting edge. So it is what it is. But we got Sludgefist down. Right now the plan is to get 4 Sludgefist heads. Then we'll just extend from there. Obviously, if some stuff goes haywire, or they're like, hey, we are actually going to put out this patch, and you only have this long to get your cutting edge, maybe we would vary from that plan, but that is the plan as of now. So hopefully we'll get cutting edge, I don't know, within the next 2 months, of course, so by the end of May. But with re-clearing, it'll be a little bit harder, although you never know. Sludge Fist was pretty easy for us. Stone Legion, don't expect it to be easy, but they did do those big nerfs. If Stone Legion goes down fairly early and we start getting Denathrius pulls, then as soon as we start getting Denathrius pulls, it'll be close at that point. So very excited about that. Other than that, been leveling a lot, and then just watching WoW esports on the weekend when it comes to World of Warcraft. Working on my Hunter right now. BM Hunter is really fun and really strong right now. I definitely advise anyone to play it if you haven't been playing Hunter at all, or BM Hunter lately. It's actually quite strong. I've been leveling that up. Got quite a bit of 60s. I've also been working on my alts a little bit. And then, just trying to play a little bit more casually as we are in this time where it's easy to get burnt out because there's not a lot to do. As far as that goes, I actually wanted to say something about that too. I guess I just will in this video. Don't burn yourself out. There's not a lot to do in WoW right now. Now's a good time to play another game. Find a different hobby, whatever, just not play games, work out, go outside if it's getting warmer where you live, or maybe it's always warm where you live. Now's a great time to do that. And then come back to 9.1 if you want, and be a bit reinvigorated and be like, hey, look, there's more stuff to do. Be really happy about it. Now, of course, if there's still goals you haven't met, like for me, getting cutting edge, like I still have to get my cutting edge. So I'm obviously going to keep raiding. That's not even an option. Like I want to get my cutting edge. And then I still have 2 keystones to run at plus 15, mostly because I'm kind of lazy when it comes to Mythic Plus, being the reason. But I want to get that done, so that way it's going to be easier to gear up my alts and stuff. So I still have goals I'm working towards, but if you don't have any goals, definitely take a break. So that would be my advice to you there. As always, I do ask you to subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.